As soon as I saw this video or GIF, I immediately noticed that this looks a lot like a grip animation or execution. Now what I believe is this is an execution or grip animation for a weapon or a devil fruit. Now I don't think they're going to make a devil fruit at update 5.5, but this could be actually just for update 6. We're not sure whether this is for update 5.5 or for update 6, so let's just point out the obvious and then move on from there. So to begin with, we see an video basically of let's say a person using something to teleport into another person and immediately choke them out and crush their neck basically. Now initially I thought this is a devil fruit, but this could also be some kind of teleporting move, or this could be a revamp or the grip animation for something like paw or a certain weapon that teleports. Instead maybe of paw, since paw has the rendezvous where it teleports, what if that's the how you use it? Or it could be Kage's grip animation where your shadow grips the the player. But those seem like those are the most likely, but at the end of the day it's a grip animation, and it could be something else. It could be a grip animation for a boss, let's say maybe Perona's grip animation where she uses her ghost to grip you in the new ROBLOX dungeon that's coming, or it could be something else. But I believe that this is 100% a grip animation, since you execute the person, you kill them. And from here on, whether it is for ROBLOX or for update 6, it's just unknown. Nobody knows whether it's for the dungeon or it's from the buff for one of the bosses, or is this a devil fruit or just a random grip animation for a certain weapon for the update 6, whenever they do that. So as for the ROBLOX dungeon, we have some theory that it's going to be similar to the Cupid's dungeon, where you kill NPCs, avoid maces, which is the new addition to the dungeons, and this is permanent, by the way. You avoid the maces and the traps, and then all you have to do is beat the NPCs, which are like fodder NPCs, maybe skeletons, maybe zombies, and then, or maybe monkeys, because it's the Mihawk's castle. Those gorillas or those monkeys with the swords that Mihawk were training, if you remember. Then you could meet, let's say, Perona, and boom, you fight her, and maybe that's her grip animation with her ghost coming to grip you. And then we beat Perona like a mini boss like Leo. You go to the last boss, which might be Mihawk, but at the same time they've been showing us that the boss is probably going to be what's it called, I forgot, Ors Jr. And they've shown like images, and they've alluded to with emotes and emojis, and have shown images of Ors, maybe his arm and stuff. And so I believe Ors will be the main final boss, since we haven't seen anything about Mihawk. So this might not even be Mihawk's castle, this must just be Ors, and then mini boss being Perona. We don't know though, so right here this is all speculation off of the images we got provided, the sneak peek. But the ROBLOX dungeon, the date I believe it will be coming out, I have no clue honestly. I cannot even give you one if I tried, because sometimes the devs take a lot longer than usual. We expected 1 month or 2 months, and that's everything, but to be honest, it could take 3 months. Also, we don't know whether it's going to come out or not. I mean, they've been alluding to it, they've been working on it, they've been posting images, a lot of it, but what if they never post it? Because sometimes they work on stuff, but they never release it. I mean, Cyborg is one. What's the next? Like a bunch of clothing and hairs, and the thing where they were talking about the Battle Royale mode they were going to add, or they were thinking about adding, but those never came. So that's why I say you can't really trust them, because sometimes they promise stuff, or they have a lot of false promises, but that never come true. So take it with a grain of salt, expect it in the longest time so you don't disappoint yourself. Have low expectations, expect it in like 4 to 5 months, and that's the best you can do, because other than that you'll just be disappointed yourself, because these steps take exceptionally long, and sometimes even don't come true at all. And other than that though, that is the video. If you should just check out the video I made yesterday where I was talking about the all-seeing eye, I think.